Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm gonna tell you about this weird dream I had probably like a couple weeks ago. This dream involves one very attractive lady named Lee Newton. I know some of you are probably asking right now, Michael, why did you say her name like that? Well, I did it because I can. Anyway, I find myself inside this house. Half the house looks like my childhood home where I basically grew up and lived most of my life, as well as like some other house I don't recognize, like kind of put together. I happen to walk into a bedroom and there's Lee Newton sitting on a bed. She's fully clothed. I just want to put that in there. I don't want anyone thinking, oh, you're dreaming of Lee Newton naked on a bed. Ooh, you're dirty. You're a pervert. You're disgusting. And so basically I walk over to her and for some weird reason, me and her start talking like it's just a normal thing, like we've known each other for a while, because you know I've known Lee Newton for like ever. It's not true. So I walk up to her and then I'm basically rubbing her leg and her feet for God knows what reason. I don't know why. I'm just there rubbing her leg and talking to her and she's just kind of nonchalant about it. And then like I switch to her other leg and like we're still wearing a sock on this leg, and so I grab the sock and I start slowly pulling it off, very all sexual like, I guess. Which really, how do you pull a sock off sexually? I mean, I guess like if you're pulling it off slowly, that can be interpreted as sexual, I guess. Yeah. While I'm doing that, some random dude, who I guess in my dream is my interpretation of her boyfriend, just comes over and just snatches the sock off. Like he just like yanks it off, and then he looks at me like, he kind of glares at me. He's like, yo bro, don't fucking be doing, don't do that bro. I was like, okay, okay, I'm sorry. And so I go back to rubbing Lee's feet, which is kind of like, why isn't her boyfriend beating the shit out of me for like rubbing his girlfriend's feet? My dream, I guess, I don't know. So I'm rubbing her leg and it's just like, man, it's like mad fucking bruised. And I was like, oh, Lee, what happened to your leg? I don't remember what she told me, but I just kept like rubbing her leg. I was like, oh, don't worry, I'll make it feel better. And then like also remember her parents being there, which, you know, it's not like I've ever seen her parents. So my interpretation of her parents were there, and like her brother was there and he's like sick, and I guess she's sick too, so their parents are there looking after them for whatever reason. It was weird. I happen to leave the room for some reason, and then I come back in and Lee's gone, and I'm like, no, Lee. And then I wake up and I'm like, holy shit, I just had a dream about Lee Newton. This is like the greatest fucking day ever. But then that excitement kind of died down, because then I was like, I just had a dream about Lee Newton. She's in a relationship. I just dreamed about another dude's girlfriend. I am the world's biggest piece of shit. Who the fuck dreams about another dude's girlfriend? I am such a fucking asshole. Some people would be like, well, it's just a dream, it's no big deal, but it's just, that's my mentality. I can't like really talk about someone if I know they're in a relationship, or like think about, like I can recognize how like a girl is being hot, but it's like, once they're in a relationship, I feel bad about it, you know? It's one of those things. It's like you're allowed to recognize, you know, someone's beautiful and attractive without, you know, infringing on the relationship or anything. It's not like anything I say is really going to affect the relationship. It's like, oh, you know, that fat kid was talking about you, so we're done. It's not like that, but it's just how my brain works. If she was single at this time, I feel like I wouldn't care as much. It'd be like, oh, I just had a dream about Lee Newton, yay me. But it's because she's in a relationship, I just felt bad about it, I guess. What's really interesting is I never really have dreams about celebrities. Usually my dreams are consisting of me and based in reality or whatever. You know, it's like with people I actually know on a personal level. I either went to school with them or grew up with them, whatever. Other than Lee Newton, the only other celebrity dream I've ever had, and it was kind of recent, was I had a Rooster Teeth dream. That was kind of weird. I'm in this car with like, Gus is driving, Bernie's in the passenger seat in front of me, and to the left of me behind Gus is Gavin. They're just driving, we're talking randomly, and like Bernie is kind of nodding off, and for some weird reason he keeps like putting his seat back, and every time he put his seat back, the seat would slap me in the face. I'm like, Bernie, what the fuck, dude? He kind of snaps out of it and he's like slides over. I don't know how he didn't get like a gear stick like shoved right up his ass when he did that. Dreams, I guess there was like a middle seat to it or whatever. So anyway, he slides over, and some weird reason he wraps his arm around Gus, and Gus keeps driving like, oh well. It's like, well, fuck Bernie, let him do whatever he wants to. And then, you know, for some weird reason in the back seat, Gavin's kind of got my hand like that, like he's holding onto my hand. I'm like, Gavin, let go. He's just looking straight ahead, smiling all goofy like. I'm like, Gavin, let go of my fucking hand. And then it kind of like zooms out like a I don't know what kind of view to call that, like an aerial view. I don't know why the fuck that was so hard. But it's like an aerial view of the car going down like a dirt road, and then I woke up, I was like, I just had a fucking Rooster Teeth dream. Yay me! I love how that's my reaction to any time I have like a cool dream. But then I kind of got depressed because I was like, but Barbara wasn't there. I have a dream about 3/4 of the people who are typically on a podcast, but I can't take time. My brain can't take fucking time to dream up Barbara. It's like, come on, dude, that's not fair. I know some people are like, stop being a little whiny bitch, but it's the principle of the matter. You got your favorite band and you meet 4 out of 5 of the members. It's like, great, you met those 4 people, but it's like, I didn't meet the entire fucking band, so it kind of sucks. A little bit. I know, I should be grateful that I got to meet the others in my dream, but it was still weird. Well, who knows? Maybe in my dream I was Barbara and I just didn't realize it, which would be kind of weird, but awesome at the same time. Mainly awesome just because the purposes of boobs. I'd have legit boobs instead of, you know, boobs from just being fat. Squeeze, squeeze, twist, twist. I'm a disgusting human being, I know. Well, that's about it for my celebrity dreams. If you're one of those weird people who come across this video and you're like, oh, well, I know what SourceFed is, but I don't know what Rooster Teeth is. Or like, oh, I know what Rooster Teeth is and I don't know what SourceFed is. I'm gonna include links to all of it down below. My question to you guys is, what was the last celebrity dream you had? Who was it and what was the dream about? You know, you can go to as much detail or as little detail as you want to in the comments down below. Until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.
Nice job, loser.